Hello, it's Wednesday night again, and welcome to Insane Friends.
Oh my goodness! Hi, how are you doing?
This is the 16th episode of the Insane Friends show, and we're glad you're here. We'll start with the number 16. We start with the events calendar.
That's older than me.
And if you haven't heard yet, the Rebecca Davis Car Show, benefit St. Jude's Hospital, was postponed due to bad weather last weekend. So
and
please,
the bad weather didn't happen.
Well, it was pretty badly overcast, and there were some sprinkles here and there, but it didn't rain like it was supposed to. There wasn't the storms that were supposed to come along. But it did get postponed till this weekend, which is the 25th of August. And it will be at its usual time, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the new venue, the Catoosa Farmers Market.
Choppers Rule, how you doing?
Hello, Choppers Rule. Hope that
fishing cart.
Yeah, fishing cart. That's what I was trying to say. The fishing cart is going to be able to make it. I see you were having some trouble with some of the motors. So it'll be at the Catoosa Farmers Market, 220 Catoosa Circle in Ringgold.
Okay. He just dropped in for a little bit.
I'm glad you dropped in.
We're glad to have you.
We have we have also the same Saturday.
He got a new wheelchair yesterday, so that's
Oh,
great.
you did get a new wheelchair. Good. You should be able to get some parts off of that one. I hope it's in better shape than the last one. That would be great. Now maybe the project can continue. So we'll be looking at some of those new videos to see how it goes with your project.
Yay!
If anybody else is watching and hasn't heard yet, or is watching on the replay, Chopper's Rule is in the middle of a project, and he was robbing some parts from a wheelchair, electric wheelchair, and some of the parts were bad, and which could have doomed the project. But now he's got another wheelchair. Yes, these are wheelchairs that are unsafe for disabled people to use, but they've got some good parts on them for projects. So he's got another one that can't be sold to as a wheelchair anymore, but it does have some good project parts.
Well, that's
so we've been watching
supplies.
Those videos and keeping up with the project.
Like our art supplies.
Yeah, some of our transmission parts we can't sell as transmission parts anymore. We don't want to, because they could damage the transmission further. So we sell them as art supplies to artists who make lamps
and trophies and other stuff.
And trophies for the car shows, and animals, and sometimes dinosaurs, and chopper motorcycles, miniature metal chopper motorcycles and stuff like that out of them. I've seen them make little miniature, looks like cannons and stuff. Oh, that's good. 2 good motors and a new controller and a horn. Yes, the horn will come in handy.
Yeah, I like going beep beep.
So also on the 25th is still, like we've been saying for a few weeks now, the free concert at Harley Davidson here in Dalton, Mountain Creek Harley Davidson. They're having Jeff Rogers Band.
Okay, there's 5 people watching. 4 people like it. Got 1 question. Hello, how you doing?
Who's the one person that does not put a like on it?
Excuse me.
This.
You don't like this?
This weekend, the 25th, is also the aviation wing of Marietta in Marietta, Georgia, at 555 Perrin Road Southeast. So, incredible show cars, hot rods, mod rods, and aircraft. But because of the rain delays,
Chopper's Rule is going to do a video on this project soon.
Awesome. But due to those rain delays, it's also the same weekend as Rebecca Davis Car Show now.
Well, now we got four people watching and 4 people liking it. So that one person who wasn't liking it left.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do when you don't like something.
Yeah.
It's just to leave. Wings and White Walls. It starts at 10 a.m. The Rebecca Davis Car Show starts at 8 a.m. The Mountain Creek Car Davis and Jeff Rogers Band concert starts at 12 noon. So, choices. Now we get into the next Saturday after that will be...
Oh, by the way, forgot to tell everybody, guess what? I passed!
She did. She passed. She aced another test, another license. So now she is licensed to sell life insurance.
Health, and accident. So, you
on top of her licenses,
bruised and bleeding, people, I can get your life insurance policy with double indemnity.
Yep.
Which means if you get killed, I pay double.
And Chopper's Rule's going to a vintage motocross this weekend, so we're looking forward to maybe possibly seeing some footage of a vintage motocross. Now you also still have license in the car insurance,
and casualty,
which means car insurance and home insurance.
Insure anything you want. All right.
So the first weekend of September, which is September the 1st, Saturday is the 1st of September, is the Hot Rod City Cruise-In. It's always a big hit. There's always a lot of cool things there. The 8th is...
Which one? Which cruise-in?
Hot Rod City Cruise-In.
Oh, okay.
In Ringgold.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some footage. We got some footage of quite a few really cool cars from the Hot Rod City Cruise-In.
That's where I met my new boyfriend, right?
On our
That was Pete the Pirate.
Yep, sure is, and he's got a
He's
really sweet
skinny,
Corvette.
Though.
His friends call him Slim.
Yeah. He's not tall enough though.
The September the 8th, that Saturday, is the River Slam, which is a good thing because we no longer have a venue for Beat the Heat Dalton meet. So guys are on the lookout for a venue somewhere in Dalton to hold the cruise-in, the Dalton Beat the Heat.
What about that drive-in over there? You keep saying, I wonder if there's a cruise-in over there.
Drive-in?
Yeah, it's like a Sonic.
Oh, like a drive-in restaurant.
Yeah.
Neither one of those is big enough for all the cars that show up for the Dalton Beat the Heat meet.
Well,
it'd have to be a very large parking lot. Chopper's Rule's been looking at a 1.3 liter car, wants to stuff a 5 liter in it, make a resto rod out of it.
Wow. Okay.
That sounds very interesting. Especially if it's a little 2-seater, like one of those little Mazdas or something, that would be neat.
We got 5 people watching again, and only 4 people are liking it.
So the 8th.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry.
Car Arts. RT. Yo.
Hey,
what's
how
up,
you
dude?
doing? What's going on, Mopar Arts? Yeah, I don't see how you get another project done before the end of this year. What was I saying? Oh, River Slam, the September the 8th. It's not just September the 8th, it's September the 7th through the 9th. It's a whole weekend thing.
What do you need with the River Slam?
Any type of vehicle, including motorcycles, everything shows up at the River Slam. All kinds of cars, bikes, whatever, trucks, SUVs. It's at the Tennessee River Park, 4631 Amnicola Highway in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
He said
all right. Yeah.
Yesterday.
Time to celebrate. Here we go. Hey, God. Mopar Arts. Woo!
Yay. Here's some more. Okay.
All right. That's some good news.
Excuse me. I'm tired today. You see these faces? This face is tired. I've been working my butt off. And then
was Mopar Arts here when you made the announcement about your life and casualty license?
I don't know. There were 5 people watching, so he could have been sitting there watching it. I don't know. You have to ask him.
Okay, so
Mr. Mach 1.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Mach 1? It's great to see you here. Appreciate you coming and showing the support. Like your channel. Like that yellow Mach 1 too. Ours is red. Yep.
And black.
Yeah, you'll see it during the burnout and in part of the intro of most of the videos.
He likes burning up tires. I don't know why. Why guys like to burn up tires? Can you explain that to me? They're expensive.
So the River Slam is from the 7th to the 9th. It's a whole weekend, second weekend of September. And like I said, Dalton Beat the Heat Meet has no venue right now, so there won't be another one unless they get a venue before the second weekend. And the 15th of September, we've got Mountain Creek Harley Davidson is at it again. Yeah, it's good to be able to burn some up when you can.
I don't think so.
Mountain Creek Harley Davidson.
They stink.
Well, I only burn up the old ones. I don't do it to the new ones. Mountain Creek Harley Davidson is going to be at it again on the 15th. And this time they have Roger Allen Wade. So this coming weekend, they're going to have Jeff Rogers Band on the 25th of August. And then on the 15th of September, they're going to have Roger Allen Wade. So they're doing something right over there from 12 to 4 p.m. And that's a free concert right here in Dalton, Georgia. Also, the Ophir Baptist Car Show is starting at 8:30.
How you doing?
What's happening, Lonesome?
Looking at a 70 bug.
Who's looking at a 70 bug? Lonesome's Garage. Okay. Yeah, I started to. Looked at a 70 model bug to finish a resto on if he doesn't sell it first. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the last bug I did a resto mod on was a 66 model. It was black. Now, that's the last old bug I did. I've done a few new bugs since then, but.
Chopper, I understand a lot of things about men. A lot of things that other women don't understand.
We won't get into that. This is a G-rated show here.
It's kind of silly. Only thing I can think of is you think it impresses us. And it don't. No.
No, we know burning tires don't impress girls. It's not for the girls. A sale price of $700. It's how complete is it? Does it have the engine and all still in it? Is it capable of running? Does it have most of the interior stuff still in it and all the parts? Because
is it like the thing you get a bigger and bigger car?
I mean, a few $100, that doesn't sound too bad. Now, on the 16th of September, which is a Sunday.
He likes to do it, so I know it's not compensation for anything.
Hot Rod Auto Show in Chattanooga, at the Chattanooga Market in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You might remember we did some coverage of that last year.
This year, I'm not getting lost.
And it was a really good show. There was quite a few really nice things turned out, including a couple of really nice supercharged Mustangs were there. All right, it's good to see you again, Chopper's Rule. And how did it? Well, right before you go, how did it go with the dog that was getting adopted? Didn't you have one leaving? One that got adopted?
Ow.
Okay, and then on the last weekend of September is the Dukes in Atlanta, and All Flaked Out are having an open house. And if you've seen some of the really fantastic elaborate paint jobs on some of the lowriders and stuff on our page, most of that work is by Joe Angel of All Flaked Out. So if you've ever wanted to see where all that magic happens, there will be a open house from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. at 2505 Veterans Memorial Highway in Austell, Georgia. From 12 to 4 p.m. the 29th of September.
I'm gonna go to Veterans Memorial in Chattanooga. It's closer. And I bet I see nicer cars there. No, not there.
No, you will see cars there, though.
Yeah.
Just not really nice ones.
No. That'd be what's gonna happen.
So, I wanted to mention one more time. Rebecca Davis Car Show was postponed because of bad weather. It will be happening this weekend, the 25th, from 8 to 3 p.m. at the Catoosa Farmers Market.
We need to
in
make it out there, people.
Yeah, everybody needs to turn out.
You need to support it because it's a good cause. It's for sick kids in the hospital.
Yeah, for St. Jude's Hospital for the sick children. Speaking of sick children, we had a request for a special announcement tonight. And we also put it on our Facebook.
Caleb Hammond in Iowa is dying of leukemia. And what he's asking is that people send him racing stickers so he can decorate his casket. I know it's pretty sad, but that's what he's wanting. That was his last request.
The information and everything is on our SaneAuto Facebook page. There's a flyer there about Caleb Hammond in Iowa and his fight with leukemia. And his address and everything is there if you want to send any racing stickers to him for him to decorate his casket with. Davy Beast, hello, welcome. Welcome, you are in good company. Chopper's Rule is here. Lonesome's Garage. I think Chopper's Rules already left for the night. Lonesome's Garage is here. Mr. Mach 1 is here. And Mopar Arts RT is here. How are you doing tonight, Davy Beast?
Yeah, tell me something happy.
Anybody that hadn't already checked out everybody else's channel and wants to be part of the hashtag InSaneFriends, go check out each other's channels and make sure you support each other. Subscribe and do full views, not partial views of each video that you look at. Give away likes and stuff. It's all free to give away.
Yeah.
Give everything you'd like to receive. We got 7 likes
and 5 people watching. But the math still don't add up right.
Yep. And we'd like to give shout outs and appreciations to the I Am a Creator community, the hashtag Insane community, the Sane community, the Mopar community, the Camaro community, all the Mustang guys, and for all their support.
Mustangs rule. Everyone else rules.
To everyone that's been guest on our Insane Friends show, which includes Camaro Time.
He was awesome. He's been on twice.
Yes, he has. I think he's the only one that's been on twice.
Yeah.
And he has the distinction of being the first one to be a guest on our Insane Friends show.
Nobody could ever be the first one.
And then we had Gregory Salvatore, who was a great interview on the show. And next was Uzo Lou. Now,
we need to get Johnny
Camaro
Pro.
Time has a couple of really nice Camaros on his page.
We already had Johnny Pro. Who do we need to get next?
Yep. And Gregory Salvatore also has a Camaro. He says V6 Camaro right now is in the shop. The engine's being rebuilt. So if you want to see how that project's going, check out his channel and see how the V6 engine rebuild is going. Uzo Lou, they have a Mustang and a Corvette. And there's been some work being done to them here lately. But they're also going on the, what was the cruise that they were going on? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. The big famous cruise.
The Titanic. That was big.
Now
and
I'm
famous.
never gonna remember.
That was big and famous.
that was oh, I don't know. I was just reading about it because big 1 2-year cruise. It hits several places, but the guys from
you're talking about
Woodrow,
yeah, on ground. Yeah.
Woodrow.
I don't know.
Cruiser. I don't remember.
I
don't remember the name of it, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm
embarrassed. I don't remember
attention.
it. But I do remember that the guys from Barrett Jackson, one of the Jacksons,
if I know the name of the car show I'm at,
was also involved in the cruise. And
Camaro time! Yay!
Well, hello, how you doing? Were your ears burning? We were just talking about you.
And I passed.
She sure did. She passed her licensing test.
Now I'm just waiting for these stupid people to process the paperwork.
True. So, yeah, the government's involved with all that licensing, so it's going to slow wheels to turn. So the exciting news is that
I passed!
Besides that exciting news, the exciting car news is that one of the Mr. Jackson from Barrett Jackson Auctions was on this cruise, and he was talking to some people, and they have been looking for a long time, for years and years and years, for one of the original Shelbys. Yeah, the original, one of 2 original prototype Shelbys from 1967.
I just don't know how they're going to put it back original. It's a prototype. Unless they got the other one.
Well, you got to let them know first that they found it. Oh, shit. And they did. Mr. Jackson found it, and it was in the north end of Texas.
I don't know how they go fix it.
So they went and picked it up, and I'll find a picture of it or a short video or something, and I will put it on the SaneAuto Facebook page so y'all guys can see it.
Yes.
There's not a lot left of it, but the back end and the trunk lid kind of looks like a California Special.
Except it's a little bit bigger. It
seems like it might be a longer deck lid or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it kind of looks like a California Special. But it is a Shelby GT500, one of only two.
Linda's House of Chill.
Hey, welcome.
What's up? Are you chill?
Give a shout out because there's a couple of people in here new. Mr. Mach 1 is the first time he's been in the chat, so y'all welcome him and check out his page. And Mopar Arts RT is here. Do you
notice Camaro time? We got 7 people watching and 7 people liking it.
Hey, that's awesome. Great job, guys. How many people are sharing it out on Twitter?
That I don't know.
So
I have no way to find that out.
Davey Beast is here. Linda's House of Chill is here. Camaro Time is here. Chopper's Rule was here, but he had to go.
Yes.
Don't forget to check out his project.
And
Lonesome's Garage is
has
here.
Been Little Red since it started.
Yes, it's Little Red that we're talking about. And it is more, they're saying that it is more special and more valuable than the, what was the name of that car they used in the movie? We filmed it. Eleanor. And the only reason that Eleanor became as famous is because it wasn't lost and gone and they used it in the movie. But Little Red was actually more valuable than Eleanor. And now that they've got it, and you know that Mr. Jackson of Barrett Jackson team, they've got the money and they're putting a full team on it to restore it. So it'd be interesting to see.
I'm going to take a nap.
What happens
when
to it.
you get finished, just wake me up, okay?
So we were talking about who'd been on the InSaneFriends as guests, and we got to Gregory Salvatore, who's having the engine rebuilt in his V6 Camaro, Uzo Lou, and we got to talking about Mustangs and Corvettes because they have Mustang and Corvette, and that reminded me of the Little Red that's being rescued now, 67 Shelby. Been missing for decades. Then next was Johnny Pro from the Mopar community.
Mopar as well.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they've got quite a few things. I'd like. I didn't get to read about the newest rare Mopar that they have, which goes along with what I was just saying. You know, Johnny Pro was the 4th guest on the show. And he's part of the Mopar community.
Yeah.
Which there was a couple of Mopars in that last car show that we were filming too, that I just finished editing one of the videos from the American Dreams car show. From the American Dreams car show. I just finally finished editing one of those videos. And it will be coming up tomorrow. We'll be releasing that one tomorrow.
Yeah, they're my boss looks CP, don't they?
Again, this week I've been slow to get stuff up. I've still been managing to get with the lives included 3 or 4 things on the channel every week, but not 4, 5, and 6 things like I had been. but that was due to all the time and effort put into the testing for the life insurance licensing.
Yeah, I need a nap now. It was too much.
So there's still a little bit of work going on with that because of the, you know, after the test being passed.
After the test, you got to fight with the government to get the license.
Yeah, to get another document, and then another document,
and another document,
and then
you got to notarize it, and then you got to take it back. Then you got to fax it off to them, and then they say, "Well, what'd you notarize it for?"
And when they finally do get around to stop giving you more stuff to do,
you didn't even need
they'll say, "Well, when we get around to it, we'll get around to it, and we'll issue you your actual license."
And it can be 5 to 7
Camaro
days.
time, triplicate, everything in triplicate.
And
In an efficient military manner.
we went and got that notarized.
Yeah.
And this morning the lady said, "Oh, I don't need that."
Oh God.
I was upset.
Well.
I was in the bank for 30 minutes. I don't like the bank. I break out in a rash.
So then we had an anniversary week, which we didn't have an Insane Friends show that week. And then we had the next week. And if you haven't seen the other part of the show where I started this because I wanted to point out and give shout out and our appreciation for all the communities that have supported us, the hashtag I am a creator community, the hashtag insane community, Insane Friends, the Sane community, the Bopar community, the Camaro community, all the Mustang guys, and show appreciation for all the guests that we've had on the show.
Guess what?
On the 6th of June, Chopper's Rule was here.
Yay, that was an awesome show.
And he was just here a few minutes ago in the chat. Yes, it was an awesome show.
JJ, the karaoke ride share driver, was awesome too.
Yeah,
I got her singing. I'm telling you, that was awesome.
Yeah,
you ought to check it out.
Yeah, you should see the replay of that. She's literally singing it. Usually on her show, you'll see her guests in the car. They'll be singing the karaoke,
and
she sings along with them. But it's hard to hear her singing with them singing at the same time. She has a very good voice. Carol had her singing solo right here on Insane Friends show.
Yep.
It's a great show.
Is that Fab?
And we appreciate her being here. Yes, Fab Automotive Detailing was here on the 20th of June.
That is a cute little girl he has.
Yep, and he has a video of her polishing her little car.
Hello Kitty is awesome. And
yep, the 27th of June, the Southern Food Junkie was here.
Yeah. We talked about Southern food. That was good.
He's in the Carolinas.
That made me hungry though.
As is Camaro time. They're also in the Carolinas. I think
I made cornbread that night, didn't I? I did something Southern. I don't remember what it was. Fried chicken? I don't know what I cooked.
Yes, yes. When you're going to support other channels and channels that you haven't supported yet, and you're subscribing and doing a full watch of the video, and I've seen a lot of people they spell that out. They say in their comments that they do that. One thing I like to do that works for me is if you mention something in the middle of their video or at the end of their video, that lets them know that you actually watched the video, and it gives you something to say on the comment. And like Camaro Time said, yes, let them know that you are a new supporter, because that tips them off, you know, that you're joining the community and they'll want to join back.
And Camaro Time says bacon.
another way to let them know without
I
using
had
the
some
S words?
bacon the other day. I fixed bacon and eggs for Sweetie. I didn't like the bacon. The first time I had bacon, I didn't like. It was sad.
If you say something like, I found you through so-and-so's live, whoever's live you were in, or I found you through hashtag InSaneFriends, or hashtag Sane Community, or hashtag I am a creator community, or whatever community you were in, when you found them, that also lets them know that you know you're trying to be friends. And sometimes you can just say that we're trying to be friends. But there's lots of ways to approach that where you're joining the community and trying to be in the community with them without being sub for sub or sounding sub for sub.
All those are trackers.
And not using the S words in your types, because they've got those bots and stuff that are looking out for that. Hello, Fab Automotive Detailing. Man, I tell you what, man, the ear's burning.
Yeah.
we shout people out and they show up. That's cool.
He's second bacon. I was just telling the story of the bacon I didn't like the other day.
Yeah, she found the first bacon that she ever found that she didn't like. Yeah. And it was maple bacon, which is one of my favorites. And,
yeah, I got a problem.
And she doesn't like it.
I don't like maple bacon. I don't like maple syrup. I don't like anything that has maple on it.
So
I was grossed out.
And we hadn't had bacon in like over a month, and she still wouldn't eat it. So
no, it was bad.
She must have really not liked it. But we've got some other bacon now that for a special day here in the near future, probably Friday night, maybe.
Yeah.
That we're gonna have BLTs.
No, we're gonna have BLTs tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. And Friday, I'm going to use that bacon grease and I'm going to make some cornbread. And I'm going to pull out the pinto beans that I got frozen in the freezer. And I don't know what else I'm going to do.
Look at what Camaro Time had the other night. Yeah, you're in good company here, Fab. We like the bacon. We don't eat a lot of it, but we sure do love it when we do.
We're Southern. It's the law. You gotta like the bacon.
So, and speaking of the bacon,
I'm gonna do the BLT with some scrambled eggs. I'm going to put cheese in my eggs. Now, I'm going to put that on the toast. And we're going to eat that tomorrow with lettuce and tomato.
Everybody feel free to mention what your latest video is on your channel here in the chat. We don't have any rules about not shouting out your own channel here. We're quite the opposite.
Has anybody ever had chocolate-covered bacon? Talk amongst yourselves.
So Fab, feel free to tell us what your latest video is or what it's about. Same thing with you, Camaro Time and Lonesome's Garage, Linda's House of Chill.
They know that they can tell us all about their videos.
Chopper's Rule. Well, people get in the habit of not saying anything about it. Mr. Mach 1, let us know what your latest video is.
I got
Mopar Arts RT, let us know what your latest video is. Yeah, because people get in the habit of being careful not to say anything about it because other people say in their lives that they've got these rules against.
As long as they don't come in here,
yeah, the only thing we have a live right now
going on right now. Come on over.
Right. As long as you don't say that, then you can say you can promote anything you want in our live chat. You can promote anything you want on your channel. As a matter of fact, we encourage it because this is the Insane Friends show. It's all about promoting y'all's channels.
Yeah.
And that's why we've had so many great guests
here. I've had the chocolate-covered ants and grasshopper thing. I prefer the chocolate-covered bacon.
Now, I would too. I would much prefer chocolate covered bacon than the chocolate covered
The
ants
chocolate covered
and the
ants
chocolate covered grasshoppers.
taste kind of
like
chocolate covered, what you call it? Chocolate covered Rice Krispies.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of weird.
I don't know. The only time I've eaten the ants is when they've gotten into my food, and I didn't want to give up my food just because there were ants in it. Same thing with my coffee. I've had various bugs in my coffee and just didn't want to. It was my last coffee. I didn't want to give up my coffee, so I just drank it anyway.
Automotive detailing. His latest video is replacing hood liftgate struts.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting because I still haven't done it yet. I've got the
wow and
pedestals
and
for the rear wing on the Mach 1. I'm going to replace those.
Camaro Times is at the Monroe Cruise-In.
Yes, that's going to be
awesome. Well, that is awesome, I'm sure. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure it's awesome.
Oh, you're welcome. We're neck and neck on that too, Camaro Time. And congratulations on the $200 a month. That is awesome. We're neck and neck in supporters and stuff with the 1700. I think we're what, 1730 something. And
I don't know.
You may actually be a little ahead of us there.
I don't care where I'm at.
But that is great news.
My friends are getting ahead.
That is great. We need to celebrate that again real quick. The Camaro Time being over 1700. Woo! Woo! Where's everybody else at too? You might feel free to let us know how many supporters you're at right now. We had who was it at 600? Who was it hit 600 recently? That was
Beast. No.
Look back to here to the chat. It was Mopar Arts RT just recently hit 600 yesterday.
Yay.
You made it to 600.
Good going.
And yeah. Mr. Mach 1 is his first time here in our live chat. So anybody that hasn't connected with him, connect with him. He's got a nice yellow early 70s Mach 1.
Ours is red.
And we were to the point where we got to June the 27th. We had Southern Food Junkie here, and we mentioned him because we appreciate him coming on the InSaneFriends show, and then we ended up talking about bacon.
Yeah.
Because he goes around and checks out he drives around in the mountains here at the Appalachian Mountains in the Carolinas, checking out the restaurants.
Okay, what do you think I should do for Friday night dinner? You think I should fry some chicken with that cornbread and some pinto beans and maybe some fried taters? What's your vote, guys?
I have a feeling we're going to be having fried squash, pan-fried squash with every meal from now on.
Yeah.
You should show them one of those squash.
This is what's coming out my stupid old garden.
She's growing squash like crazy. So, now that she's going to get squash, I'm going to shout out some more InSaneFriends that's been on our show. You're always welcome, Fab. We don't have anybody else to feed anymore other than the dogs. The 11th of July, Bubsification and eTard Adventures were here. It was, whoa, check those out. Can you see those?
Anybody need some fried squash?
Oh, the squirrels got your squash?
Oh no.
Wow. That's kind of crazy. I didn't know they would get the squash, but we've got so much
they'll get
growing
everything
out here. that
We got
the
enough
squirrels
to-
can't eat it all.
Yeah.
Especially since we've got that big, huge pecan tree.
We got a tomato. We got
Yeah,
tomato.
some garage eat the squirrels. You trap them and eat them. I wonder if they taste like squash.
They don't taste like chicken, I can tell you that. My granddaddy lied to me. He said, eat this. It tastes like
Yeah,
chicken.
everybody check out Davey Beast's channel too.
I got a question for you guys.
You're welcome to let everybody know what your
is it
latest video is,
everything
Davey
tastes like
Beast.
chicken? When you start feeding us squirrels those strange meats like squirrel, crocodile, alligator, it tastes like chicken. It don't taste like chicken.
So, speaking of chicken, Bubsification and Etard Adventures were here on the 11th. And check out the thumbnail on that episode of Insane Friends.
I'm going to
See if you
put
can
my
spot the
squash away.
So Bubsification and Etard Adventures do a lot of off-road adventures, and everything from four-wheelers to little dirt bikes, and they do a lot of lives too. And they're right up the street in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
They were fun.
Okay, Davey Beast's new video is part 3 of the Waterville Trails. That's going to be his new video. On the 18th, and we appreciate Bubsification and Etard Adventures being here, just like we do all our other hashtag Insane Friends guests. And we appreciate y'all being here in the chat as well.
And
The 18th, we had DSW Joyride Productions here. Dan was here.
in 10 minutes, it's time to go to sleep.
He does some off-road adventures and stuff too. Then on the 25th was the Deadpool car.
Yay!
And with
Brianna.
and the Deadpool girl.
Yeah.
The one that was doing the dancing in the
That's Brianna.
video. Yes, that is Brianna.
I don't remember Miss Deadpool, what her name was.
The girl that owns the Deadpool car?
Yeah, I can't remember.
I did a minute ago. Her name's in the video. And in the replay of the live, because there's a video of her car as well as the video of the Insane Friends on the SaneAuto page.
Yeah.
Both on the SaneAuto YouTube page and on the SaneAuto Facebook page.
9 minutes, people.
And her YouTube page is The Deadpool Car.
Yeah.
So then we had Camaro time was good enough to grace us with his presence again for a second time, just recently, last Wednesday, to get us caught up with changes on his channel because he's got a new job and everything. Okay. Lonesome's Garage is going to meet Etard and Bubs at Bat Out of Hell's Redbeard's meet September the 8th.
Awesome.
Okay, cool. If you get more information on that, please put it on our SaneAuto Facebook page, and we'll let everybody know where to go if they want, if it's an open event. So check with them if that's an open event and you want it shouted out and put on the page. Then get us the information on our SaneAuto Facebook page, and we'll let everybody know. We did not make the last YouTube call out with Etard and Bubsification because I was swole up. Looked like I'd been to a Taekwondo tournament and lost. Okay. Lonesome says he will, and it is open. Awesome. We will put the word out.
Yeah. Now, people, I am sorry. Everything's going to get back to normal very soon when I get a little bit more rest and get caught up from this marathon studying every night thing that I was doing. But I'm going to take him away from you at 8:30.
Yeah,
This is my pillow.
Yeah, she's got brain strain from all this stuff. And I'm going to be next. Because along with her studying and everything, I've also been spending a little bit more time on our eBay store, getting the income back up on that. Because the income hadn't been so great on the YouTube. But I'm going to be doing some more studying and get the YouTube income up better and the internet marketing funds up. I'm going to be taking some classes too.
Yeah.
And I've been neglecting not putting enough videos on the Sane Enterprises channel, which is all about our sales and management and our internet sales, all our money-making ventures on
now I got hiccups.
the internet, and so I haven't been putting a lot on there. There'll also be more content here on SaneAuto once we get some of this recovered from all this license testing and learning, and once I take a few classes.
And the worst thing about it is the classes he takes are going to be useful. The ones I take, I didn't use any of what I learned for property and casualty.
But she had
licensing. I had to take it anyway, but I've never used a thing.
Well, that's where we got to clarify that. It's if you hadn't already known a lot of the material, then there would have been stuff in there that you needed to know. But you just needed to know some of the laws and stuff in order to get the license to pass the test. You've been working in the industry and you knew what you needed to know.
Yeah, but
for the customers.
But the real thing is, they teach you stuff that you do not use. It's like math. Okay? Math, you use addition,
like
subtraction, multiplication, and division in the real world. You don't use trig, you don't use all of this other stuff.
I used some algebra in transmission building, but not all that algebra, the stuff that they taught me and forced me to learn. And
well, it's kind of that way.
And some geometry I used.
Yeah.
But not a lot of it.
But not a lot of it.
And no calculus.
That's the same.
None of that stuff. I didn't use it in business either.
That's the same thing with everything I learned from a property and casualty.
And running a business.
There were a few small little things that I needed to know. But they taught me things that I'm never going to use. And it's the same way with the life. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Camaro time when he got his refrigeration license. Nothing on the test pertained to refrigeration. Yeah. Well, and the few things that do, you already knew those things from actually doing it. And so you had to learn all the stuff that you didn't really have to know out in the field. But yeah, a lot of the other stuff that you have to know in business and stuff I took in all those seminars and training sessions and classes and all that stuff, I ended up just hiring CPAs to do all that stuff and tax professionals to do the other stuff. I didn't end up using any of that either. And I continue to do the same thing to this day. So I also got some more, a new tool, which I'll be talking about. I'll be making a video on. I did an unboxing. I'm going to do an unboxing and then a review with testing. Yeah, because if it turns out to be a good one, it's going to replace a much larger, more expensive, older piece of equipment that I have with a much smaller, better piece of equipment.
I love you.
But I'm going to test it hard first.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm. But if it is everything I think it is,
when did we drink half calf?
I'm going to have a half calf.
Oh my God, half calf.
Oh, good grief!
When did we do that? That can't be possible.
We have old coffee tin, not tins, because they're not tin anymore, that we used for to put the dog food in. And one of them sitting over there, and it says half calf on it, which is alarming to her because, and me as well, because we never drink decaffeinated or half calf, because to us it's coffee. It's supposed to be caffeinated. If it's not caffeinated, what's the point?
Yeah.
If we don't want caffeine, we drink something else.
Where did that come from?
So yeah, that's
somebody snuck
ever
into our house and planted that.
I don't remember ever drinking any half caffeinated. That's half useless.
That's not half useless. Yeah.
So I'm guessing from that Camaro time that you got your.
Probably wish I drank half calf.
Refrigeration license, or is that the like for home refrigeration? Oh, that's right. Because you were doing
That's what he used to do.
Because he was doing that for the restaurant equipment.
Yes.
And stuff. So yeah, you'll find that on the automotive thing, it's almost exactly the same testing questions for refrigeration in automotive. Really, just the only thing different is that, you know, certain things have to be more flexible because the vehicle flexes more. But you're already got a system that has to be very durable against vibration and shock, because there's, you know, a large shock every time the compressor comes on or off, and a lot of vibration during the whole time that it's on. And then completely different frequency vibration coming from the fan motors.
Lou, how you doing?
Oh, well, that's good that you have the universal license for auto, commercial, and residential. So you should have no problem doing the ASE refrigeration test and passing that. Now, ASE has been going to where lately they have actually broken up some of the tests into what would have been smaller, more specialized tests, but then they grew bigger, and now it's just more tests.
I passed my test, Lou.
Hey, welcome here, Lou. It's great to see you. We were talking about you earlier too, so check out the replay. We got shout outs for everybody that's been on the Insane Friends show, including yourself. And
that was an awesome show. You and your son were awesome.
There's a couple of new community members here too. If you haven't already connected with, check out
Mr. Mach 1.
Mr. Mach 1.
And
Linda's House of Chill is
Yeah.
here from the I Am a Creator community. Mr. Mach 1 is here from, we connected with him earlier, part of our Insane Friends now, hashtag Insane Friends. Mopar Arts RT was here from the Mopar community. And we appreciate all the communities that have supported us and all the community members that supported us. And we're glad they've been here and continue to come here. So shout out to all the communities, including the Camaro community and all the Mustang guys and all the people that aren't here right now.
Are you gonna when are you gonna put that up?
The Woodward Cruise. I'm so glad you mentioned that. I was trying so hard to remember when I was talking about your channel. It's the Woodward Cruise, and because we were talking earlier that the guys, one of the guys from Barrett Jackson Auction, Mr. Jackson himself, was involved in the Woodward Cruise, and that's how he was talking to some people.
And they found Little Red.
They finally found Little Red, the Shelby Little Red that's been missing for all these decades.
Yeah.
And
there's not much left of him.
Yep, they went to Texas and got it so that they could take it back and fully restore it. So Little Red's been found and rescued.
Uso Luke's gonna have a video this weekend.
All right, good deal.
Well, sweetie, it's time for us to go to bed, please.
Good deal. Maybe he'll have some footage of the Woodward Cruise.
Pretty please.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to go. She's so tired. Her brain's so wore out from all this testing and retesting and then the finals on Monday. Tape. Yeah, and all the red tape ever since. It's been paperwork and paperwork every day since she passed the test. Bottle caps, welcome here. She got it right when we're leaving.
Caps. We're just leaving.
So I'm sorry we don't have more time, but we appreciate you dropping in anyway.
I passed my test.
Sure did.
Yeah.
But it has taken a toll.
Yeah, I'm dealing with red tape. You know, yesterday I sent all my paperwork in. Okay? All of it. Then I got to work this morning, and the lady I was supposed to send it to wrote me a letter saying that she didn't get it. She didn't get one of the papers. Called her on the phone, talked to her for about 20 minutes. Took me 25 minutes to find out that she didn't check her email. So I faxed it to her. Then I mailed it to her again. And then I called her on the phone and told her that she want me to put it in the snail mail. Because I was making sure I got them there. And finally, she acknowledged that she got them. She didn't acknowledge that she got them 4 or 5 times, but she acknowledged that she got them. And it's going to be 5 to 7 days before I get my license.
Yep. Just like an efficient military operation. Yeah. You hurry up, and wait. So, luckily, we've got that straightened out. So, we look forward to hearing about more of y'all stuff later. Anybody that wants to be on the show, a guest on the show next week, just drop us a line on Facebook.
We should have bottle caps.
We have not had bottle caps on here yet, have we?
No, we haven't.
Well, bottle caps, you're welcome to be on. Just drop us a line. Lonesome's Garage has not been on either.
Lonesome's Garage would be good.
And anybody that's already been on, you're welcome to come back on too, including Uzo Lou and
thank you, Lonesome.
Yep.
Lonesome would be great.
Fab Automotive Detailing.
Anybody but us boring old people just sitting here talking to each other.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah, you can catch the replay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bottle caps. Read Camaro Times. Comment on that. His second show was a repeat.
Okay, Usolu says they'll be back this fall.
That's great.
That'd be awesome.
Great. We'd be glad to have you. All right, we're gonna close it out here. We're wishing y'all insane growth for all our insane friends.
Much love. And get busy.
Get off the couch and get dirty.